Hello everyone, it's ElasticSpyder, and in today's video I'm featuring a series called Import. In this series I'll pick a ship and go over all the consumables, upgrades, and captain perks all within 5 minutes. If you'd like a ship to be reviewed, leave a comment down below and I'll try and get that done as soon as possible. First off, if you want to see the last video, you can click in a card in the top right hand corner and check out the Minotaur. I looked over the Minotaur and I did that ship. But in today's video, we are going to be looking at the Tier 10 American battleship, the Montana. So to start off, let's start off with the upgrades, or consumables rather, premium damage control and premium repair party. You can get the premium catapult fighter, but I don't really need it all that much, so I just forgo the cost. Moving on to upgrades. Main armaments modification 1, pretty standard. AA range, I actually go this over anything else. I think it's actually the best thing for the Montana, because the Montana does have pretty stellar AA. This one is certainly up for debate still. I personally go with rate of fire, and you'll see when I go over my captain perks why that is, and why that I think makes more sense to me. But certainly I have tried the artillery plotting room, and it does become, I believe, the most accurate tier 10 battleship in the game with this module. But I don't know. I'll explain my reasoning when we get to the captain perks, but I do like the main battery mod. But certainly either one is totally viable, and you won't be criticized, at least from me. Finally, damage control. System modification 1, reduce the risk of fire and flooding, so that's good. Damage control system 2, some arguments about steering gears. You can get your maneuverability down to around 18-ish seconds, which has been proven to save you from some torpedoes, and so it is possible, but I don't like to burn as much, so that's why I picked that. And then finally, concealment. Don't value the target acquisition of torpedoes all that much when I can get it from something else. That something else is called vigilance. But first off, we are going to be looking at the captain perks. Starting at tier 1, we've got the directional center for catapult aircraft. Pretty standard for this tier 1 slot for battleships. Then I go with expert marksman. It's a battleship, you pretty much always need this. It's never a bad idea to grab this. Next, I went with superintendent, just because I like the extra heals, but certainly you can get vigilance as your first roundabout, I guess. And then finally, I went with a concealment build, so naturally this just makes sense. You get minus 14% to your dispersion to get it down to a very, very nice 13.4 kilometers by air, or by sea, and then 12.5 by air. Once you've got that basic 10-point captain build, then I would recommend going back. First, I'd recommend getting AFT, just so you can boost your AA to 100. You can see there. It's pretty good. Standard Montana AA is always good. You get that out to 7.5 kilometers. Then choose between either superintendent or vigilance, whichever one you haven't gotten yet. Or you could go with a full AA build and go with manual fire control, but I like to go with a bit of a hybrid of everything. Good AA, good concealment, and good overall survivability, which is why I pick what I've picked here. And then finally, here is the little twist in the build. For the last two perks, instead of getting something like Jack of all trades or High Alert, I've actually gone with Adrenaline Rush. This pairs very well with the reload. I can, when I'm on maybe 10% of my HP left, I have a very, in the low 20s in terms of reload, 22-ish seconds, which is pretty absurd for 406 guns, and you get 12 of them. That is pretty insane, if you ask me. Even at when you're at higher health, even at like 50%, you still get probably around 24-ish seconds off on your reload, which again that is just ridiculous. And again, 12 16-inch guns is just perfect. But this also works with the artillery plotting room too, so you won't have that outstanding 22-second reload, but certainly it will still be good. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share this video if you feel it was worth it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. We are growing the channel at an awesome rate, and I thank you guys for that. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video, and take it easy.